What is up, YouTube? Chris here, Lord of the Slaughterhouse, CEO and founder of Bolton Skincare Incorporated. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Sunday Slaughter is a board gaming channel that focuses mainly on the tabletop miniatures game A Song of Ice and Fire. Whoa. What is that, you say? What is A Song of Ice and Fire? Well, let me tell you. A Song of Ice and Fire is a rank and file tabletop miniatures game that inspired 6 seasons of television, which also inspired a series of books that I've heard are pretty okay. Oh, I hear you. You're asking, why are you in front of that green screen? Well, with the power of movie magic and imagination, I can be wherever the fuck I want to be, like here, or here, or here. And the real question is why I'm here. And I've wanted to make this series for a really long time now. Probably the most common question I've seen is, hey, what faction do I choose? Well, I am here to help you answer that question. And it's neutrals, duh. So in this video series, I'm going to briefly cover each faction and give you reasons why you may like them, or even reasons why you may want to try something different. But first, some disclaimers. This is definitely not a strategy breakdown or a faction tier list of any kind. There are plenty of resources out there for you guys to check out if that's what you're looking for. I'd like to shout out George from 3 Sales Gaming, who has done a wonderful job of sort of covering that aspect of each faction. Definitely check those videos out. Like any war game, this game has seen changes, and I've actually witnessed one of the worst factions become one of the best factions overnight, just with the release of a unit box. So I'd like to start off with the golden rule and say, invest in the army that you think is coolest. If you are going to spend your hard-earned cash and hours of your own time painting, why not just choose the faction that speaks to you the most? But if you're still on the fence of what faction you should choose, then I think you've come to the right place. So let's begin. Let's kick it off with one of the 2 factions that come in the starter set, beginning with the Starks. So Starks to me are sort of like the Will Smith of Westeros, where everyone likes them and you can't really go wrong with choosing them. Plus, this faction has many of your favorite characters from the shows or the books. So if you're into recreating some of the fluff, thematic battles from the lore, then I think Starks would be a great place to start. They are also a really awesome faction for beginners to start with because their cards, their abilities, all have really simple triggers and are easy to understand. For example, if we look at the Stark basic deck, they have text that says, when a friendly unit is performing a charge, or when a friendly unit is making a melee attack. I mean, it's pretty simple if you ask me. As far as the Stark faction identity, I would say they're a mix of maneuverability and aggression, but they're not really limited to one particular playstyle, and that's because of the options that they have with their commanders. For example, if you want to play an army that is 100% balls to the wall, get into action, I'm gonna shit up, then Great John Umber is the commander for you. Or you could try Robb Stark, who heavily relies on mobility. He also comes with a direwolf, which is pretty sweet. Or you can get super weird with Howland Reed and his creepy Cranogmen, who sort of lie in the shadows and in the trees and shoot poison darts and set traps. Even Eddard Stark is freaking sweet because when you field him in an army, you can put him in his own special unit, and they're pretty much sworn swords on steroids. Fun fact, 3 of the Stark commanders are all beheaded in the lore, so if you're a morbid bastard like me, I think that's pretty sweet. Because Starks and Lannisters were the first factions released for the game, you have a wide array of units to choose from. Do you like burly men with a lot of hair? Hey, you got House Umber Great Axes. Do you like big burly women with a lot of hair? You have House Mormont She-Bears. How about cavalry options to outflank your opponent? Starks definitely have that. If you want to play defensive, there's a unit for that as well. So again, if you're starting out with the game, I would highly recommend you check out the Starks. There is a lot to choose from, and there's even more to like. So if any of this content helped you, feel free to leave a like on the video. If you completely disagree with every single thing that I've said, leave a comment. I love interacting with the community. Positive feedback, negative feedback is always great for me to have when I produce future videos. Stay tuned for the other faction overviews. I'll see you guys later, and most importantly, don't forget to moisturize. Holy shit, congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. So if you like this content, please consider supporting me through Patreon. You can find that link in the description below, or at the very least, just hit that subscribe button or like the video. If not for me, at least do it for Rosie. Say bye, Rosie. No.